Hello, welcome to IMD115, Introduction to Graphic Design. My name is Daniel Livingston. I'm going to be your instructor for the semester. This is the first time that I've ever taught an online class, which is a good thing and a bad thing, I guess. And it's also the first time I've taught this particular class. I've been teaching Introduction to Photoshop for a few years now, and that's my degrees in graphic design. And this is really the class, when I started teaching, this is really the one that I wanted to teach, that I was really into. I thought I could teach it well, and I had a lot of useful information. So I finally got it, and that is good. This introductory lecture, not really a lecture, just kind of an intro. I just want to talk about a few things. That's the way the class is going to progress, how I kind of envision it going, and at the same time, like I said, this is a work in progress. I really want to do the best job I can, so if there's any feedback that you have or any suggestions, if I'm not doing something that I should be doing, then please, by all means, let me know, and I will see if I can do that or do it better. Anyway, obviously we're going to be using Blackboard a lot this semester, pretty much for everything. I hope you are comfortable with that. I assume you're somewhat computer savvy since you're taking an online course and you found this video. So good job so far. I just want to go over the syllabus with you and the book, talk about the book and kind of how things are going to go as the semester moves along. All of the course documents, like the syllabus, there's a academic calendar for the fall, and sort of a tentative schedule of the things I want to cover in the class. All that can be found on Blackboard. And the way I'm going to do, I'm going to break it down into weekly folders. So when you log into Blackboard and you click on my class, there will be a folder saying the week of August 17th, and that's based on that first Monday, the 17th, and it's going to always be the Monday is the date I'm going to use. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to have, on Mondays, I will post the folder for that week with all the information. There's going to be a video lecture, usually pretty short, 15, 20 minutes, kind of talking about what we're going to learn that week. Then there's going to be a reading assignment from the book or from websites or whatever I decide. And then there's going to be a homework assignment, usually. And these are all going to be fundamental exercises. Really, this class, I don't know how other people teach it, but the way I really want to teach this class is we are going to hit the bare bones, fundamentals, ground level of graphic design. Because that, to me, is the most important thing in the field. And if you don't understand those basic fundamental principles, then you're going to be in trouble. And you're just going to have, you know, a flashy piece of crap, basically. I'm kind of an idiot, too. I'll go ahead and tell you that. Anyways. So let's go over the syllabus, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. Like I said, you can find this on the website, Blackboard. My name is Daniel Livingston. It's got my contact information. I'm pretty busy. I work full-time at UK, and I teach 2 classes at BCTC, and I have a 2-year-old. So, but if I'm available, I'm always happy to chat with you or answer emails or help you with anything, any problems you might be having. Course description, you can read that. If you want, you can print it out and follow along with me. We're going to be introduced to theory and techniques behind computer graphic design. Introduced to layout, color theory and use, exploration of media and respect to design. We're going to talk about pre-press, production, actually printing, things to consider. And I'm going to touch on the different kinds of software that you're going to use. Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, Quark, Final Cut, and what those are used for. But that's going to be the last part of the class. The majority, I'd say 3/4 of the semester, is going to be going through the book, which I'll get to in a minute, and really doing exercises, just kind of paying attention to your surroundings, starting to see all the graphic design and all the good stuff and the bad stuff around you. My professor, when I was in school, she said, pretty soon you're going to start seeing signs and you're going to know what the fonts are and what size it is and start saying, and it's just going to be, it's going to drive you crazy. And I was like, oh, it's not going to happen. Well, it happened. Now every time I see a sign, I'm like, how can I make that better? Or, oh, look, that's Arial black or something. Anyway, On to the syllabus. The objectives for this class, you need to understand and apply basic computer graphic design theory. It says computer graphic design theory, that's the objective that I have, but I'm going to take the computer off of that. We're just going to understand graphic design and the theories and principles that make good design. And this book is great. I really love it. I would suggest buying it even if you're not in the class, if you're just interested in design. We'll talk about that. Demonstrate layout skills, color and space theories, media and mediums, production and cost considerations, and understand the production process. Okay, required materials. Your textbook. This is not the book that the other classes are using. I found this on my own, and this is what I really want to use because, like I said, it's a great book. It's called, put it up here so you can see it. Oh, wait, yeah. Design Elements, a Graphic Style Manual. The author is Timothy Samara, and I put the ISBN number on the syllabus. I got this at Amazon. I think it was like 20 bucks, and I was here in about a week. That's what I would suggest. I think they're going to stock them in the bookstore too, in case you have financial aid issues, but they're probably going to charge it like 50 or 60 bucks when you can get it for 20 on Amazon. So, do what you want to do. But you really need to have this. Like I said, this is a great resource. This is one of those books that if you're really into graphic design, you're going to hold on to this well beyond your college years. And you're going to use it as a reference for inspiration and just kind of a refresher course. I've already used this several times in my work, and I love it. Anyway, that's enough about the book. There's 5 chapters covering pretty much all the things that I want to cover in this class, minus software and production. Form and space, color fundamentals, choosing and using type, the world of the image, and putting it all together. And they've got some really great pictures in here, examples of design. It's got rules of what to do and what not to do. Examples of typography, color theory, how that works. Just like I said, really good stuff. So we're going to be going through this one chapter every 2 weeks. And you can kind of see that on the tentative class schedule, how we're going to progress through it. And then I'm going to give you an assignment each week based on what we're talking about, based on what we're learning. Now, the way I envision this going is, like I said, on Monday I'll post a folder with all the stuff in it for that week. You watch the lecture, do your reading over the week, and you have that week to do your weekly assignment. That assignment needs to be back to me, uploaded on Blackboard, which if you have any questions about that, Blackboard has some really good tutorials. And if you really need to, you can call IT or I can help you as much as I can. But anyway, so we're gonna use Blackboard for uploading assignments and all that kind of stuff. But all your assignments need to be to me by Sunday evening, the following Sunday evening. So if you get everything on Monday, then you have a week to do it, and it needs to be to me by Sunday night, because I'm going to grade everything the next Monday. And a big thing, no late work accepted in this class. I'm pretty easygoing. I'm not, I don't try to trick you or anything like that. If you work hard, you will do just fine. But because this is an online course and because I really need to keep things up to date, I'm not going to be able to take late work unless there's a, really good excuse of, you're sick, you've got swine flu or something, or, death in the family or something like that. In which case, email me and we'll see what we can do. But anyway, so that's kind of how it's going to progress each week. And the way we're going to do these assignments, under your required materials, I have a scanner or a digital camera. And that's the best way that I could figure to do these exercises and the assignments that I want to do.